Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Snack. We have got some live tournament action coming at you right now. This is our first semifinal match of tonight. We have got Owmygroin versus ArktikChicken. This is going to be a really fun matchup here. Owmygroin is going to be spawning as our yellow Zerg here at the, what would that be, 8 o'clock position. And at just past 6:25, I think, is ArktikChicken spawning as our purple. Purple Terran, sorry. Purple Terran, and lucky here for Owmygroin, his scouting overlord is indeed going to be in good position to figure out where his opponent is. And we do have great Yoon talking to me is funny stuff. Talking about his opponents, how long they're taking to play their games. Earlier in the bracket, they are still actually behind. He's already ready for his semifinal match, but the other side of his semifinal match in the bracket has taken quite a while to complete, and he's talking about how they're turtling up. Pretty funny. But we're going to have some serious fun with him in that semifinal match. But right now, Owmygroin going to be looking to go for, let's see, he's only got 14, so 15 here. Well, I'm going to guess at this point on this map, he probably, since he's already scouted his opponent, doesn't look like 2 racks quite yet. I don't know. He may go for a fast expand here. It is, however, going to be blocked by ArktikChicken. Nice control there. Good blockage. Really denying this here for just a moment. You can see his opponent floating a little bit extra minerals and blocked again. Denied, 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 and there it goes. He is going to be out of there. Yeah. We'll keep talking to Southpaw here. This is actually kind of fun. Excuse me. But the wall in here is going to be completing, and a hidden second racks here for ArktikChicken. Going to be a little tricky. Let's take... Oh, my goodness. Is he going to scout this? Not yet. Not going to scout it. He's cruising in here. And down goes the drone. This second racks is, however, not going to be scouted, so we may very well see some 2 racks pressure here. I like this play so far from ArktikChicken. Going to be pretty nice. Here he goes cruising out across the map. He's got two Marines cruising out and 1 SCV so far in tow. Are we going to see more SCVs? That is going to be the deciding factor. Oh, this drone is going to be scouting this SCV here in the forward position. And this SCV has got to start making a barracks. I mean, what do you call it? A bunker. Got to start making the bunker. He's about to die, though. Oh, my goodness. Here comes some more units here, but this is looking like too much creep spread to deal with here, potentially. Lots and lots of drones here. Kiting here, going to be pretty difficult. Those guys going down almost immediately. Oh, it looks like ArktikChicken gonna have to back out here. His SCV got sniped. I think 4 Marines now went down. Jeez Louise, so very, very good defense there by Owmygroin. Extremely controlled. He made that look super, super easy. That is very, very interesting stuff. This Marine's like, I'm not even going back to my base. I'm going to go kick it somewhere else, maybe start my own base, maybe start a 3rd player on this 4-player map. He's like, but that is not fun. I just saw all my brothers die a horrible death to these ugly-looking critters. Look at those old suckers. Yuck. That is no fun. Well, there they go. Looks like ArktikChicken going to get defensive here for just a little while. I like this. I think this is the right move. Maybe 1 bunker probably could hold it for now, but Owmygroin going to be droning up behind this, which also I like. And this is extremely good decision here from Owmygroin. Knows that his opponent probably is going to have to play defensively here for just a moment. Might as well take this opportunity to get an economic advantage. So units tab is going to show that he indeed is going to be catching up in that harvester count. Just now breaking it, however, with the mule advantage. ArktikChicken still slightly ahead economically, but he is not on 2 base yet, so he's going to be stuck here on 1 base for just a little while. And there we go. The Marine's going to be getting back into their base. The command center here for ArktikChicken is ready. probably going to go, since he's playing defensively, my guess is he's going to go for orbital command. Indeed he is. There goes the orbital command right now. And Owmygroin he's actually being extremely effective with this small number of Zerglings here. I really like this play so far from him. And Banelings. We are about to see a nice looking Baneling bust. He did cut drone production here at 21, so if this does not stick, ArktikChicken will be in the lead again, I think, in this after this matchup. Oh, but this is just brutal, brutal, brutal here for ArktikChicken. He did scout that, however, he can't. Oh man, he salvaged his bunkers, and he is about to be in a serious amount of trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, Owmygroin really, really catching his opponent off guard here, and it does not look like he is going to be able to hold this off. Almost all of these Marines have gone down. Oh my goodness, and a little bit of mismanagement there of those units just walking around to his death. Cellist giving the GG for us. Probably right at this point. I mean, the mining here is almost non-existent. Yeah, he's going to be able to clean this up, but at what cost? That's the question. Down to 13 SCVs is absolutely brutal. Trying to get back into this game, going to try and turtle up, but he is going to be stuck on this one base play here for just a little while, and here comes another Baneling bust. Lots of Banelings here, and probably going to see some streaming. Yep, there's some streaming Zerglings coming out across the map here. 18 more in production, and here comes some on the way right now. About to be another serious attack here. He does, however, have these bunkers up and running. That is going to be extremely helpful. He has got to get some more Marines out at this point, and Owmygroin keeping the pressure on, and here comes the attack up that ramp, and boom! These buildings are just going down. Looks like this barracks is going to burn down. These Marines not going to be able to hold this off. Good control here with these harvesters, trying to get these Marines in position to take care of these speedlings. Difficult situation. I like how ArktikChicken not really overreacting here. Going to be rebuilding here. Is he going to go save this barracks? There we go. Hopefully these guys are going to get there in time. Oh, these Banelings going to get caught out of position. Lucky break there for ArktikChicken. Oh, canceled. Nice cancel there. More mules. ArktikChicken doing a pretty decent job trying to stay alive here, but now Owmygroin has been droning up pretty stinking hard behind that, up to 45 drones just now. And, oh man, ArktikChicken stuck on 16 SCVs. This is absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. ArktikChicken going to be moving out here with pretty decent amount of Marines. Has got to take the second base. I think he knows that at this point. There goes the bunker. Oh, pesky. Owmygroin sniping that SCV. That is absolutely no fun. Well, let's talk about ArktikChicken's play here then. ArktikChicken, if you can hear me, buddy, you need to turn your stream off. So that, if you do turn it off right now, that'll be fine. But if you, if you got to make sure that you close the stream. So always be mindful of that. It's okay to have that stuff open, but when you go into the game, especially if I'm casting it, go ahead and just flip that sucker off. That's the best thing to do. That way nobody has any trouble. I mean, if you do end up winning this game and Owmygroin complains, we're just going to have to make you replay, and that would be absolutely no fun. So, especially since we are in the semifinals. But next game, we're going to have you out of that stream for sure. But nice defense here. ArktikChicken definitely making the right play here, trying to get to base up and running. Owmygroin going to be expanding behind this as well. Third base up here. He is going to be gearing up probably to take the gold here as well, but he's going to expand all the way across this top side of the map and has got the position to do it. However, he is really committing to a lot of Zerglings right now. He may be trying to end this at this moment, so I'm interested to see what is going to go on. Yeah, you're probably right, Act 2. You're probably right. I mean, it happens a lot, but it's better if they just close it. That way nobody complains, you know. I mean, if Owmygroin went out there right after the game just to see who was on the stream and saw his name in there, that would be no fun. But yeah, I mean, we're probably okay. However, we will make him turn it off on the next one, that's for sure. But another bunker here, that's pretty decent defense. And I'm guessing that ArktikChicken probably going to go for a third here eventually. He's been given a chance here to get back in this game. He's getting a lot, or double factories out, which I like this play. Probably going to go for the standard tank play. I think is a wise choice at this point. Do something that, you know, is kind of tried and true. Has got that the ability to hold off a very, very serious ground army. And it's, you know, it's a good enough unit composition where he can transition if he needs to into heavier Marines to deal with Mutalisks, which indeed he does have to do exactly that. And here comes the Mutas right now. Nice control there, looking to get these Marines in pretty decent shape. Oh, these Mutas can be so pesky, but good control here. He's going to be getting these units around. Oh, cancel there. That was a quick cancel. Missile turret going to be denied, it looks like. Oh, no, it's still building. Nicely done. Probably going to need another one. The Marines trying to... Oh, are they going to get out of position here? No stim yet. Man, my goodness, that is rough, rough, rough. Stim is on the way right now. Definitely going to be super useful. Defending against this Muta play. And I really do like this play for Owmygroin. He's really picking his opponent apart, not giving him any leeway in his production capability. I mean, he is really keeping the pressure on him, forcing him to have to produce those defensive units. And in the meantime, he is going to be on a solid 3 base, almost a fourth, one of which will be gold, with 65 drones. My goodness, that's phenomenal stuff. Now, keep in mind, it is best of 3 right now, so even if ArktikChicken does end up going down here, he's going to still have a chance. Oh, my goodness! Catching him off a little off guard there. Did to get the snipe on a couple of those Marines. But those Marines responding in kind. Looked like they got the kill on one of those. On one of those Mutas. Pretty solid there. But the 4th base here for Owmygroin about to go up. And we do have movement out across the field. I do like this Hellion mixed in. That's going to be very, very effective at taking care of the ground army here of these Zerglings, which don't have any upgrades quite yet, so that's actually not bad to see mixed in there. Mutas, oh my goodness, Mutas. Look at all these Mutas. That is 20 Mutas, and they are saying, okay, you're going to go attack my 3rd. I will be cruising out towards the center of the map to demolish your entire base. So, and it looks like that's exactly what we're going to do here. He says, let's go for base trade. And going to just check around here to see if anything else is going on. Waiting for... Oh, nope, he is turning around. Here he goes. So let's take a look and see how this... Oh, here he goes. He's changed his mind yet again. And base trade situation here. However, it is definitely going to be in Owmygroin's favor at this point. This is the base that really ArktikChicken has to keep alive, and it is going down in flames. My goodness, these units doing a lot of damage. Too many banelings still alive. Great Ewan saying Zerg is Imba. Oh, he's funny. Yeah, he has all sorts of fun taking down Zerg players, and he plays Terran, so that's funny to see. However, ArktikChicken going to be floating a whole bunch of buildings and trying to stall here for just a moment while he's moving out across the map. He does have a pretty decent force. And now it looks like Owmygroin going to come back and defend, I'm guessing. And interesting. I mean, he's actually done a decent amount of damage, but there goes his entire army, and there is the GG from ArktikChicken. Well done there by Owmygroin. We'll be going into Game 2, though, so, I mean, the pressure is definitely on ArktikChicken, but he still has a chance to take this down. He is going to have map pick. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab. Always all StarCraft. We will see you guys in Game number 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack restarting here. Sorry it's a little bit late. You did miss the first 30 seconds of this matchup on YouTube. However, you did not on the live stream, but you did get to hear me introduce myself 3 times. So that's tons of fun. However, it is going to be ArktikChicken versus Owmygroin in game number 2 in this best of 3 matchup. It is a semifinal in tonight's Let It Ride tournament. Owmygroin did take down game number 1. ArktikChicken has got the pressure on him right now. Got to take this game down if he wishes to stay in. So it's going to be a 2-game rush here to win. And for Owmygroin, at least for this game, the pressure is off for just a moment. Can kind of breathe easy in this tournament. And he's come a long way already in this tournament. He had to take down One Shot, which I will vouch is not an easy task. One Shot is extremely difficult to demolish. Well, to take down. He didn't demolish him, I'll give him that. But he definitely did take him down. So, I mean, that is tough to do. But, yeah, so we're going to have a wall in here from ArktikChicken. And we'll see if he's going to try any 2-racks pressure here again. That kind of did not work for him very well in that last game. And he had a little bit of trouble, I think, catching up from that. So maybe not going to be going for the same type of thing. He does have a gas going down here right away, so which indicates a little bit of tech potentially. And trying to block the expand here again. Oh, man, that SCV about to die. Lucky SCV getting out of there with 5 HP. That is one more hit from a drone, and that will be lights out for that young man. But let's take a look. He does have his spawning pool down already, so he did go ahead and toss that down while ArktikChicken was being pesky there and trying to deny the expand. But his expand is going down now in pretty decent time, so not terribly late there. And an extractor going down here for Owmygroin as well. Not bad stuff. Oh, and saving that SCV again. Great control there by ArktikChicken. Did take down the drone. And the orbital command is up. Units tab is going to show that it is 16 harvesters to 16 harvesters, but ArktikChicken does have the mule advantage. That can come in super handy, so a slight economic advantage right now for ArktikChicken. Not too big of a deal, however. Owmygroin is about to have double bases. This natural about to complete here. Excuse me. Let's take a look. No speed yet. He's almost got enough gas, so I'm guessing it is going to go down right after he's got the gas there. 4 Zerglings cruising out across the map here, looking to maintain some map control. Factory going down for ArktikChicken on the high ground. I like this. We saw this play earlier. I really, really do like this play. Putting this up on the high ground to hide that tech. It makes it that much more difficult for your Zerg opponent to spot unless he wants to potentially sacrifice an Overlord. So really, really good stuff there. Oh, and look at this. He is going to be putting his barracks on the tech lab. We are going to be seeing Stim here in just a moment, as well as a whole bunch of Hellions coming out of this reactor factory here. So this is going to be really good stuff. That Zergling did scout this factory here, so he probably can guess at this point what's going on. So we'll see how he's going to prepare for that. Probably going to be putting down some spine crawlers, and as I say that, indeed he does. There goes 2 spine crawlers here. This one a pretty nice spot. It is going to be able to get a couple whaps on these Hellions that try and do a run by here towards the main. And there is going to be this queen here as well for defense, but against an Hellion, an alien. But speed here for the Zerglings is going to complete, which will make the Zerglings that much more effective in trying to hold off Hellion play as well. So not bad there. First 2 Hellions cruising out across the map. This one already has a little bit of damage to it. So probably from the Zergling that was taking this tower here, which we missed. However, it was only a one-on-one type of engagement, so it's not that big of a deal that we missed it. But I'll try and catch all of the action in the future. Let's take a look. Got a pretty decent defense here. Owmygroin saying, yeah, bring it on. And ArktikChicken saying, not so, sir. I am going to be backing out here for just a moment. He does have 6 Hellions on the field right now, so pretty decent numbers. These guys now moving out across the map again. It was scouted, however, by that Overlord. Here they come again, though, so 6 Hellions. Not bad numbers here. Going to be cruising up, and here they are, now spotted on the creep, trying to take out a creep tumor, but turning around immediately. Felt like that was enough time for Owmygroin to respond appropriately, but now he's sitting there on the creep, so I mean this is kind of a wonky position. Obviously, Owmygroin knows what's about to come his way, so I mean, should be fairly prepared here. Do have an evolution chamber on the way right now, which will be super effective. He's got to get some upgrades out for these units here. Couple marauders mixed into this army. I'm really liking this unit composition right now. Look at all of these Hellions. My goodness, this is wonderful. Here comes the attack. These marauders are going to be super effective at taking out the spine crawlers. Nice looking attack, doing a lot of damage here. These queens kind of preventing the Hellions from getting into there, but this base is completely abandoned from Owmygroin right now. It is definitely going to get sniped here. ArktikChicken doing a phenomenal amount of damage, trying to draw these Zerglings out, and it looks like he is doing a pretty decent job. We do have the Banelings on the field. I like this play here, but man, this is a brutal loss here, taking a loss on his base. Ugh, yuck. If you are Owmygroin, you are kicking yourself in the groin right now. And no wonder he's named that way. No, that's probably not true. He is a phenomenal player. So, I mean, but everybody loses. You can't beat this game 100% of the time. That is for sure. This command center here for ArktikChicken, pretty decent time. Maybe it's a little bit slow, I would think, but he looks to be in pretty decent shape, especially since that attack just went so well for ArktikChicken there. I mean, he really did a lot of damage here to Owmygroin. Let's take a look at the units tab here for just a moment. You can see that Owmygroin actually still has quite a few drones, 36 drones. So in pretty decent shape economically, but I mean, this is definitely going to slow him down here. But ArktikChicken did get a little bit behind because he didn't take this second base soon enough. So kind of interesting there, but I mean, ArktikChicken obviously, I mean, let's take a look at units lost. You can see it is worlds different right now. So I mean, Owmygroin definitely in a little bit of pain right now. Got some room to make up. However, he is going to be getting a Spire, and we have seen his Mulus play is pretty stinking nice. Good stuff. Always on target. He really knows how to control those guys fairly well, so that's nice to see. And we are about to have some on the way, potentially, maybe. Well, he's not building any yet. However, he does have the capability to build some. He does have that Spire out, so that's pretty helpful. And more Hellions cruising out across the map here. Let's take a look and see what we've got here for defense. Bunch of Banelings. Those will be super effective. Evo Chamber going for melee attack level 1. Here come the Hellions. Looks like these guys are going to be in pretty decent shape here to do some damage. Checking to see if the expand has gone down. Nothing yet, so that is good, good, good. He's liking what he's seeing right now. May take an expansion of his own behind this because he should feel fairly ahead at this point, but should want to make that gap larger. Good control there, getting those guys out of the way just barely in time to get the snipe on one Baneling. That's okay. Every little bit counts. That was a slightly larger army than he probably expected. But here come the Mutas. We got Mutas cruising out across the field here. Gonna try and get some harass going here. Are there going to be enough Marines and anti-air here? Looks like Marines is all he's really got. Oh, he's got a missile turret there. Missile turret there. So he's looking okay. These Mutas checking around to see if there's any expands or, yeah, no expand there. So they're feeling pretty happy about that. Still on 2 base. Owmygroin is getting a little bit aggressive here with his expand. I like it. This is what he's got to do if he wants to really get back into this match. This 3rd base is going to be super, super useful. He's got to have that unit producing capability. So needs to do that. Oh, these missile turrets are not going to go down. However, on this creep-laden beach. Oh, man. If I went to a beach with that much creep on it, I don't know what I would do, but it would not be good. I can tell you that right now. I'd go home and get my marine suit, come back with some detector. But looks like ArktikChicken looking to push this attack here. He does have plenty of siege tanks, going to be leapfrogging forward here a little bit, getting himself in position. Looking to clear this creep. Probably wants to get down a missile turret or two. See if that's the case. Oh, sniping that tank. A nice control there by Owmygroin. Can't let too much of that happen if you were ArktikChicken. But this third about to be in range of some tanks. All he's got to do is move some of these tanks forward. And it is, oh, look at that. Nice placement there for that missile turret. And another here. So the back side of this force here going to be protected by the missile turrets from the mutas. That way these tanks can kind of leapfrog forward and be protected at the front by the Marines, which, I mean, this is actually, I really, really like this play here. Something you don't get to see every day. And there goes the attack, and there goes almost all of ArktikChicken's army. Wow, nicely executed attack there by Owmygroin, cleaning up that entire force in the center. Owmygroin feeling pretty good, and has got to go answer the door. Lucky you to have visitors, I guess. Actually, I don't want any visitors right now. I am happy to be watching these games. These guys are such phenomenal players. But I don't like being paused. I can tell you that. Ugh. There we go. Thanks, Owmygroin. Thanks for being fast. Hopefully it was like a salesman and he's like, nope, slam. That would have been awesome. If he did that, I'd like to have a video of that. I'm playing StarCraft. Leave me the heck alone. That'd be awesome. But, I mean, these mutas here, we've got quite a few. Looks like he might be trying to get some more harassment done. Let's take a look at the units tab for just a moment. ArktikChicken's a little bit behind in his economy. I think I would like to have seen him take and expand by now. Even if he had to take this gold, I think, you know, and move forward, I think would have just been fine. Oh, these Marines getting cleaned up extremely quickly. The +1 on these Mutalisks, super effective. +1 on the Zerglings, super effective at cleaning up Marines. So nicely done there by Owmygroin. ArktikChicken's kind of finding himself in this tough position where he's just not been expanding fast enough and not staying on top of that economy the way that he should have. I mean, his first attack went really, really well, but he should have expanded before he pushed out, really, when it came down to it. I do like the Thor. I think that'll be nice. That way he can kind of have a little bit extra AA in his army. And these Thors won't go down quite as quickly to the Banelings as Marines will, so that will be super nice. Sniping a tank. Couple Mutalisks going down, though, it looks like. And ArktikChicken looking to get aggressive here with this force. Maybe. Yep, there he goes. Here he goes. He's going to be cruising out across the map here. I think this is probably... it feels kind of like a last-ditch effort to me in a lot of ways. I think he's feeling pretty far behind at this point. Knows that he's got to make something happen. And I don't blame him for moving out right at this point. I think maybe he would do... okay to go ahead and try and defend in his expand, but I don't blame him for this attack, and he's really got good execution so far, pushing his opponent back, trying to destroy the creep. This Thor's going to come in super handy. And going to be denying this expand here, so that's not bad. Here comes the attack from Owmygroin. Oh, this is a lot of units. That's a lot of Mutalisks. Everything just about getting cleaned up here. ArktikChicken going to be in extremely bad position after this. That entire force just got demolished. A couple Marines stimming the heck out of there. Not going to make it, however. Brutal, brutal, brutal. These guys just kicking it at the beach. In the waiting pool, if you will. And that is not a great place to be. when there are mutas around. Owmygroin backing out here. Looks like he's going to mass up an army, I think, up behind this and just demolish his opponent. And at this point, ArktikChicken, probably there's nothing that he can do. He's really got to get himself on another base. He's on one mining base. It's oversaturated. So, I mean, you've got SCVs that are going to complete waste right now. Hiu Bushu out on the live stream saying, ouch. And I absolutely agree. I mean, ArktikChicken is in one of those terrible, terrible positions where he is just behind. And yeah, he's got a decent defense at the home base, but man alive, Owmygroin is just picking him apart right now. Going to be taking this gold expand. Not a bad idea. He probably could fly this orbital command out and take this expand as well. I think I'd like to see him double expand here. There's not really any sense in having this orbital command here. I mean, yeah, he probably needs the gas, but just take the gas here. It's better that than only mining these 2 bases. He really has got to get himself on 3 bases, because right now Owmygroin mining from 3 solid bases and still actually mining from his main here. So just about mined out, but oh man, he's in phenomenal position. Couple missile turrets going down, looking pretty solid. Behind this, we do see Owmygroin taking out the destructible rocks here at the gold, so he is going to get another expansion of his own. Probably doesn't really need it. He's about to have a maxed out army. Look at all these banelings, my goodness. He's just, I think all he really has to do is roll in here and he's going to destroy his opponent. I do like that we've got a planetary fortress here at the gold. I mean, I think this is probably the best possible play ArktikChicken can pull right now. But if I were Owmygroin, I wouldn't even attack this. I would just go destroy everything else and then come and attack this at the end. But you probably wouldn't even need to get that far, because it would be GG at that point, because all of these unit producing structures here in the main could be demolished, because all of his defense has got to be focused on defending the economy at this point. So kind of interesting, and you can see him really taking this forward position. He does have an echelon here in the back to try and defend should there be any run-bys, but man, he has got a humongous army. Owmygroin going to be getting maxed out here in just a moment. Ooh, and Broodlords on the field. Oh, yikes. Look at these poor trees dying to the creep. Got to love the broods. I mean, we've got just about everything on the field right now for Owmygroin. There's some more corruptors. We've got plenty of infestors, plenty of banelings, plenty of zerglings, lots and lots of mutas, a couple broods right now, so 3. That is looking great. Lovely army there from Owmygroin. Here comes some more broods. And movement here from ArktikChicken. Cruising out with this detachment here of Marines. These guys not going to fare very well. Command center here in the front position. I bet that he would turn this into an orbital too. I mean, not orbital, but a planetary fortress. Just for defensive purposes, I think at this point it's not a bad idea. Oh, look at these broods just doing so much damage. ArktikChicken really has to be pushing out a lot of Vikings at this point to deal with these broods, and it is not going to happen. Look at that Thor going down. Another Thor about to go down here, it looks like. This army just engaging the broodlings right now, and this is just going to demolish ArktikChicken. Yeah, he's saying it's hard to not rage. I don't blame him, but he did say the GG. Wonderfully played there by Owmygroin. And ArktikChicken, wow, nice player there. Hope to see him next week, but that is just a tough loss. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We're going to be going into our other semifinal match right now. It is going to be good stuff, so we will see you guys in just a moment.